Moving to Spain looks beautiful on Instagram. Beaches, food, lifestyle, sunshine. But what people don't talk about is the preparation it takes to actually settle here. So coming to Spain isn't just booking a flight. It's paperwork, patience, mindset shift, and a lot of learning. So if you are planning to move to Spain for work or studies or for a new life, this video can save you time, money, and a lot of unnecessary stress. I have broken this down into three simple phases. Phase one, what to do before you come. Phase two, how do you prepare during the journey, during the flight. And three, what really matters after you move. So I'll share some practical tips based on real life experience, not just theory. And in the end, I've also included a free checklist PDF so you can download and follow the steps one by one. So if Spain is your next chapter, let's make sure that you start it right way. This is phase three of your preparation to move to Spain. There is phase one and phase two. If you haven't watched those two videos, I have attached the link in the description for you to check out what you have to do even before you start your journey and during the journey. And now we are in phase three where we talk in detail about what are the documents that you need to get prepared for yourself to do your NIE documentation and all those in detail. Sit back and enjoy. Third phase, which is the first month in Spain or the first 30 days in Spain. After you land in Spain, what happens is you you buy a local SIM card, and there are a lot of options available. For your student, I would recommend you can go for Leica. They give you €5 SIM card. And for working professionals, if you're traveling around Europe, there are a lot of options for you. It starts with the Digi, which is my favorite one. Uh, then it's Orange, all sort of SIM card options that's available for you. Then is your temporary accommodation. Most of the time, it's really hard to find a house outside of Spain. Then you just come inside Spain and you look for a hotel. So sort out that temporary accommodation for the first 2 weeks or first month. Then you slowly go ahead and find a house for yourself. So the learn transportation, yeah. One of the beautiful things in Spain is metro, and I really love metro. Although it takes a long time to reach certain points, I would really prefer metro more than any other mode of transportation. Why is because it's connectivity and less traffic. You don't stumble upon any traffic in metro. So I would really like you to understand the metro map if you like to use metro as a mode of transportation. And buses are so nice. Bus is also another way. There are two buses in our zones. So the basic zone or the first zone, the main city center, is the green buses. Sorry, the blue buses. Outside of that is the zone two or zone B, where the blue buses will be not going beyond that, and that's the green buses. And there are connectivity buses for each zone. So the north is Plaza de Castilla, where they connect outside of north from that area, and then on the east you will see Plaza Elliptica and certain other uh, connection points if you're planning to settle outside of Spain, so outside of Madrid. So that's another thing that you need to understand how transportation works. Register your address, quite important that you need to make sure that once you're here, within the first, once you got your um, the contract, house contract, you use that contract and approach the local municipality office wherever you are. They will give you a form and you fill out that form with your passport details and then you sign in front of them and they will ask you for your passport and then you're registered in the town hall. And why it is important is you're going to use this Empadron to get your TIE card, which is your residency permit card. And if you don't have that, it's going to be really hard for you to find a house or find a get your TIE card. So So applying for an IE card is very important because without an IE card you cannot travel once your visa is expired, and that is your residency card. That's your first level of identity. If you're going to a bank account, they're going to ask you for a TIE card. So this is a question that might arise when you ask, if I don't have a TIA card, can I still open a Spanish bank account? Yes, certain banks allow you to do that if you show your real proof of living, if you are a student or if you are in a residence permit visa, you can show your papers, and certain Spanish banks let you open Spanish bank accounts without TIE. But there are worst cases. If if it's your bad day, they would say no, we don't do that. So that that you need to sort out. I would suggest go to Santander. I've been using Santander for a while. It's really nice. I've also used another app, online bank. It's called Nickel. Nickel is used if you don't have an NIE and you really need a quick account. You need a transaction from somebody. Nickel is really, really useful, and it actually comes from a French company, but it's all across Europe, and you can check about that in online. It's called Nickel, Nickel. Check about Nickel bank account with only passport. You don't need a TIE card. So yeah, so that's the next point. Once you have your NIE card, make sure you apply and get your Spanish bank account, which is right away. Social security number, 99% of the time you will come with social security if you're a working candidate. But students, you will then need, if you're transitioning from your work visa to student visa to work visa, then you apply for a social security and you get your social security number. And healthcare, yeah, very important. You need to have your health card. How do you do that is once you have Empadron, which is the town hall registration, once you have an EIE, or if you don't have an EIE, you can still approach the local health center wherever you are. Then you can apply, or you can talk to them and say that you're a resident here in certain zone. Then it will take around 1 month. Then you will also get your health card if you're looking for public health services. Then comes career and integration, which is the a very important step if you're really interested in learning the culture, if you're really interested in understanding the lifestyle. If you're a student, make sure you adapt your curriculum uh, visa, which is see your resume in European format. There are Europass websites you can download or update your details and download your resume just like that. And networking, of course, 99% of the time, wherever we come from, we look for our people, and it's important that you network and expand your horizon with other people, other countries, or be with the international people that can give you new viewpoints, can change your perspective in a lot of way. You talk to somebody who's also from a different country, you understand their pain points and what are they exploring, all the things you will understand if you are curious about life, you're curious about lifestyle of other people. Language improves opportunity. If you speak Spanish, absolutely you will find a lot of opportunities in terms of work, in terms of networking, and in terms of getting introduced to the real Spanish culture. Without Spanish, it's really hard for you to navigate in the city in terms of long-term plans. If you have long-term plans, if you have very uh, short-term plan, that's different. You're here for exploring just few years, and I'm going back to my home country. It's up to you. But if you ask me, if you have long-term plans, if you want to find real opportunities, if you want to establish your business, or if you're getting finding love, all that can happen if your language is up to mark. And speaking Spanish can give you really good opportunities to be able to integrate with the culture, and people really appreciate that. One beautiful thing that happens in Spain is if you speak Spanish, people will really like you, and not like you, but at least they know somebody's trying. They will not negate on your face. They will try to at least help you if you speak Spanish, and if you're trying, they help you. They say, no, this is not the right way. You say this word like this. I've never seen that in other countries, in Europe at least. So I think it's really important um, you show the openness to learn and good things happen for you. There are so many ways to integrate Spain, or especially Madrid, where I live, is a place where, excuse me, is a place where there's a lot of integrations happening. You will see at least 10 to 15 language meetups in every zone. Every bar they organize a meetup. Every bar they organize a long language exchange event. There are so many apps. Start with meetup apps. Start with how do I say? Eventbrite. All these apps are really good. These are free apps. You can just find a slot and book the event and show up. That's all it takes to integrate. 99%, or at least what I've seen is there's going to be international people there as well. You will see Spanish people as well. Okay, so common mistakes to avoid. The final slides are here. Coming without savings, you come here imagining that I can manage everything with 1,000 euros or 2,000 euros. You come and something could happen. You have a health issue or some quick urgent thing that you need to sort out. If you don't have the initial savings, at least 2 to 5,000, it can be hard for you. Then you might have to reach out to your family or your friends for help. So you don't want that. And not learning Spanish, as I mentioned, learn Spanish. And comparing Spain constantly to home country, this at least happens to me, that I keep converting euros into Indian rupees. That actually makes me not spend a lot and be more miser. It helps. Also, it is not good in terms of your lifestyle. Then you always look for things that are not costly or things that are more nominal. So it's important you actually not compare your lifestyle at all with home country, because you're comparing east with west, and that is not good. You're here in a new place. Look for new opportunities. Look for new dimensions in everything that you see. And if you keep comparing, that can be a mistake, which I did, or I always do. And expecting quick results in Spain, yeah, as I mentioned, Spain is a place where they are going to test your patience more than intelligence. So don't expect quick results in the first few years, at least. That foundation is important. Put yourself in a place where you can grow gradually. Don't expect that I came here 1 year and then I want to be a millionaire. Things will happen. Beauty of life is uh, how slow it is, and it can be the slower it can be more happier. That's what I understood, at least. I know it's not a philosophy, but I like that philosophy. So yeah, don't expect quick results. Final advice is integration takes time. Be patient and consistent. Enjoy the Spanish way of life. And I've also attached the checklist. Whatever I've spoken this long podcast, I've also attached a quick description if you'd like to know more about life in Spain, or if you'd like to checklist about the preparation. Thank you so much for your patience, and I wish you a fantastic lifestyle here in Spain. Thank you. If you have watched phase one, two, and three, congratulations. You are now ready to jump into a beautiful journey of you exploring life in a different world altogether. I can imagine myself putting in your shoes when I moved to Spain back in 2022. I came without any expectations, but Spain has given me more than what I expected. A beautiful country with amazing people, wonderful festivals all around the year. Spain is full of surprises. Learn Spanish, integrate with the local community wherever you are. Try to be more open. And remember, you are actually a guest. You are not going to behave the same way like you used to be from your home country. Be open to accept whatever comes to you. One of my favorite Stoic philosophies called amor fati, which means love life. You have to love life for whatever it is. It's happiness, sadness, surprise. Explore it, accept the reality. And with that, I am also attaching a checklist PDF that you can download and put a tick mark if you have all those documents with you and if you're ready with all the preparation. Thank you so much. Wish you a fantastic journey.